Hey guys, real quick, I want to show you how I attached a snake skin to a board. Now, I looked online quite a bit to try to find a tutorial on this. I found lots of information on how to tan a snake skin, but none on how to board one. I did it myself. See how I did it. Check it out. On a recent trip to Texas, I acquired this already tanned Western diamondback rattlesnake skin. This thing was in great condition, about 5 feet long without the head, and it had 12 buttons. Actually, I think it was missing a button, but I had 12 to count there. I really wanted to put this snake skin on an old board, something that looked rustic, but what I ended up doing was repurposing a couple of wide plank pine boards that I had used in our home. These boards are tongue and groove. I put them together, cut them down to width of 10 inches wide, which was perfect for the width of that snake skin at the widest point. And then I just used a wire brush to kind of age it a little bit, stained it with golden oak, and sprayed a couple coats of shellac on it. With no experience attaching a snake skin to a board, I simply started by trying to center it up. The snake skin was 60 inches long and the board was 68 inches long. I put 4 inches on each end, knowing that I was going to stretch it from center to the end on both ends. And also, with the width of the snake skin being just over 7 inches, I had a little bit to work with there because the board was 10 inches wide. Also, with the outside edges of the snake skin not being very consistent, so I didn't have a consistent measurement along the way, to center it up, I used the center of the diamondback there as a reference point. I tried to find the center of the diamond and I put my 5-inch mark there on the center. That would be the halfway of the 10-inch board. To attach the snake skin, I use these cut tacks. They're number 6, 1/2 inch long, and they are aluminum cut tacks. I went with the aluminum color because I figured that would be the easiest to hide. So to save my fingers and make it easier to work with, I used a small pair of needle nose pliers. Now, the wood is soft enough and the tacks are sharp enough, I could most of the time stick it right into the wood there and it would stay. However, I did need to nail several of them with the hammer. I simply found the middle and started tacking it down, stretching the skin from top to bottom and then bottom to top, and also pulling it to the left there as I went. I did this all the way from the center to the left, and then I came back to the center and went all the way to the right. So after having it attached, I wanted to kind of hide these tacks a little better, and I used an old can of camo paint. It's marsh grass in color, which is a tan, as you can see there. Side note, my wife absolutely loves when I spray paint and use the dining room table for projects like this. But she's really happy with the snake skin and it hanging here in the house. So as you can see, I simply sprayed the paint into a piece of plastic, and I used a napkin, just a paper napkin off the table, twisted it up and dabbed the end of it into the paint, and then dabbed that paint onto the tacks. Worked great. Now here at the new growth there near the tail, I came back and changed this color later because I was not happy with the tan color there on that. Same here on the front. You can see how those tacks kind of disappeared. The 4 tacks there on the darker area, I'll come back and take care of that right here with a Sharpie. And those kind of just blend right in when you hit them with a Sharpie. Go back to the tail and I'll do the same thing right there. Just simply coloring the tacks to kind of match what they're in there, and it worked really good. Hanging on the wall, you can't tell it at all. And after I let this dry for a little bit, I went back with Bickmore Exotic. This stuff is what I use on my exotic boots, my cowboy boots, and it's made for exotic leathers. I thought it'd be perfect for this snake. I did spray it, cleaned it up a little bit. Hopefully it conditioned it and preserved it. That, along with the fact that it's not going to be in the sunshine or direct light, it will last for a long time. So we got it hung up, and as you can see, if you look for the tacks, you will see them, but you have to look really hard for them. Otherwise, if you're not looking for them, they just blend right in. Also notice I use barbed wire to hang it, just to add a little extra western or rustic feel. All right, guys, that's it. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.